Hello everyone and welcome to today's edition. Um, Sorry I haven't made any videos for a while. I did not make a single trade last week. I was just too busy with work. Um, I did make 3 trades yesterday on NVDA, and I'll show you what I did. Um, you see here, looking at the daily chart, I noticed yesterday morning before the market opened, um, take this out. We didn't have either of these. Uh, so all you saw was this. We had a bullish engulfing candle that found support in the cloud here, the 921 EMA cloud. I really liked it for calls. I jumped in, go back to the 3-minute chart. I jumped in kind of right at the open because we had scroll over so zoom in a little bit. Here's pre-market highs, and we were right at pre-market highs. I thought that normally I wait for a little bit of a sell-off, but when it's running this high right at the open, I thought we would get a bigger pop right here, so I kind of chased a little bit. I got in probably about here and ended up stopping out when it dropped down and pulled back to about here. I stopped out for a small loss, and then I got back in, I think it was about here, and it dropped back again, so I stopped out a second time. Another small loss. I got back in, I think it was right here, and I rode it up to about here, and basically broke even. I was slightly green. After fees, I was up just a little bit, not much, but at least it was a green day. At least I didn't finish in a red. And that's all I did yesterday. 3 trades, all on NVIDIA. Today I traded Boeing. Just 1 trade today. Let's go over here. I didn't really have any pre-market perceptions on what Boeing would do. I just kind of watched the chart and saw that it was green in pre-market. It had gapped up a little bit, kind of held these pre-market highs. I got in at let's see here, what time was it? Filled orders. I got in at 10:09. So let me zoom in just a little bit. 10:09 was what I was looking at here. You see we had a pivot point here. We had the open right here. It came down and got close to these, and then we ended up with a large bullish engulfing candle. Had a large bullish engulfing candle right here. I waited till it pulled back a little bit. We had what's this candle called now? It's not a dark cloud cover. It's shoot. Let me see. Piercing line. Kind of slipped my mind there. Had a piercing line here. The technical entry for a piercing line is when it pops above the close of that piercing line candle, which was right about here. But I got in a little bit earlier. I got in at 10:09, so I kind of got in at the open of this candle, and I suffered a little bit of pullback here. I thought about adding here, but I didn't. I went ahead and rode it out and sold 10:30, 10:31, and 10:33. So at 10:30, I sold right here, and the reason for this was right at the open of this candle, we were approaching the daily high. I sold one of them here just because we were getting close to the high of the day, and I didn't know what we might do from there. So I sold one. I sold another one when we got about here. I sold another one just a few seconds later. It was what is that? 25 seconds later. What happened was I put a sell order in, and it went ahead and hit it. I was actually on the phone when that happened, so I wasn't really babysitting it that close. And then I put another sell order in at 117, and it sold at 10:33, right at the open of this candle. Ideally, my target would have been up here, but because I haven't traded in a week, and I just wanted a nice win to start the week. I mean, yesterday was, green for me, but it wasn't really a nice win. So I just wanted something nice to start the week. But ideally, this would have been my target, this next pivot point. And you see we came up and we just barely poked through that target, that pivot point, and then we pulled back. Same thing over here. We came up, we broke above it, and then we shot up. So that was my trade for today. You see I bought four contracts. I legged out of them. My profit was like 23 point some percent. 117, 105, 101, and 93. My average exit was, I think, 104. I don't know what I did there. Can't add, apparently. Don't know how to use a calculator. So 105, 101, and 93. Divide that by 4. 104 exit, I paid 84. Divide that by 84. 23.8% profit. So it's not a bad way to come back to trading after taking over a week off. Like I said, it wasn't really designed to be a week off. I was just really busy with work, so I didn't have a lot of time to focus or watch charts. I'm still pretty busy, but I did squeeze a trade in today and a couple yesterday. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like this for the next few weeks probably. So if you don't see any videos from me for a while, that's why. I'm just haven't not really trading. It's just too much going on right now with my job. So anyway, that's it for today. This is actually my real money account. So it's you see my actual charts. This is actually what I look at. I don't know. I come in here. Let's see. I don't have it set up. I don't have everything linked like I do on my other computer. This isn't my trading computer, by the way. So I had 365 calls. Let's see. 365 calls. See, I have all these linked on my other computers. They automatically come up. I guess I don't even need that. 365 calls. Yeah, see, it's one of the quirks about Thinkorswim is it doesn't always change like you'd want it to. You have to click it a couple of times. So let's go back to 3 minute, and I'll show you what my entries and exits were here. Entered, I think it was 10:09. Yeah, 10:09 and out at 10:30 to 10:33. So 10:09 at 84 cents. You can see right here, right at the open, it opened at 87. It dropped down. The lowest it got was 64. So I was down 20-some percent, 25%, 30%, something like that. I was down. The low was 64 and I paid 84. That's 20 divided by 84. I was down 23.8%. I made 23.8%. So that's a 46% swing, almost 48% swing. If I would have bought here, I mean, you look at it here, if I would have paid 64 and sold here to $1.42, that's over 100%. But remember, we're not trying to catch bottoms and tops. We're just trying to get a piece of the middle, and that's all I did. Ideally, I would have entered over here instead of over here, but it worked out. For a stop, I was looking at, actually kind of looking down here at this line here, the pre-market high. If we would have dropped below that, I probably would have cut at least some of the position, at least half, maybe all of it. At that point, I probably would have cut all of it, but it held. And that was my trade for today. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully I get some more trades in, and successful trades, and get some more videos out to you. All right. Thanks for watching and see you later. Bye.